right, everybody, we're going to do one I'm very excited about today. It's the 6.5 foot Soul Slasher from Home Depot. He does have a timer, 6 hours on, 18 hours off. His head moves, his eyes light up, his arm moves. 3 different phrases. I think he was going to be one of HD's sleeper props and definitely one of their, if not, it might be their cheapest prop. Because I think that Zero is $100. So yeah, and this thing has turned out to be their smash hit. Let me just show you around. Now, a lot of people are complaining about FedEx delivering their boxes destroyed. Knock on wood, I've got a lot more coming, but so far. But I did notice on this one, this, and right here, I'm not a box nut. I know somebody put on their thing, oh, my box got wet and I set it out to dry and we're going to tape it, and we're going to mold it, and we're going to, like, it's a box, dude. But I know, some people collect the boxes just as much as they do the animatronics. I just want to make sure the box is intact enough to have my stuff in it. So as usual, this is all I've done, is open the box so we can see what it looks like when you first get a peek inside. And that's what you do. That's what you got. Got pretty solid. Oh, because it's got a liner in it. Okay. All right. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Okay. I will unbox and then show you what we got. All right, guys. Well, here we have everything. His outfit, which has his module, his module and everything up inside there. See what I'm talking about? There you go. So that's on there, and this is already on here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this module while we're here. Sorry about that. Sorry. All right. So we have a lights only and the timer, the step pad, and the step pad jack. Here's for your plug, here's your volume control, and that's about it. And like I said, it's already mounted. You have a spring in here that I was told I would have to attach, and it's already attached, so I'm kind of wondering if this was a return, but as long as it works. His outfit from sitting in that is really all scrunchy up. This tickled me. Little sign. I mean, I've seen these on. I've got a Bone Throne still new in box. I've never even unboxed, and the pumpkin stacks, different things like that. I always have. If you open the box, just to check them out. Do not climb or sit on the burlap man. Is that a problem with the scarecrow? I mean, are people trying to sit in a standing scarecrow's lap? Just wondered. Boots, solid plastic. Love that. Head. The head's quite big. I mean, look at my hand. It is something else. And nice. Nice. You can see the lights in the eyes. It's plastic. Like I said, this thing is a cheap prop that looks awesome. And by the way, it goes with the, what is her name? The prop from last year, Soul Sitter. I think that's it. I have her. And it pairs nicely, but, you know, like I've said numerous times, being on the farm, anything scarecrow, pumpkin-wise, that's for me. All right, here's your arms, your hand, obviously where the scythe is going to go through. And here's your scythe. And pretty good detail on that. I mean, look at that, you know. It's nice work, nice work. Obviously, I'm assuming some padded leg things. Here's your base. It looks like I've already snapped it together, but I have not. But it just snaps together. So, I mean, that's it. And I did, over here's your directions. Got a couple cotter pins, an outdoor rated plug. Even though he is not outdoor rated, he is covered. But it's nice to see you know. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, this thing looks like it's going to be super easy. Your frame just snaps into place here on both sides. Then you put your C boots on. And I like that they have the little pegs, the little peg here, to keep the boot from swirling around when the stupid little the kids hit it. And then you put on D pole to his right leg and E pole to his left leg. And I believe next is the pants, which, by the way, I didn't get into too much, but nice. I mean, really burlap sack, I believe. I believe that's really what it is. Feels like one of my feed bags, to be honest. So yeah, authentic. This is slicky. I think if it got, let's be honest, we're going to set these things outside whether they say we can or not. And I think a light rain, this would repel. But definitely put the Scotch Guard to help it if that's what you're going to do. But yeah, not bad on the costume. Sorry I didn't mention that earlier. All right, let's get the pants on him. All right, real quick, guys. You put on F pants. And then G, which is this whole thing right here, just snaps into here. And then next, we're going to put on the piece, his top piece with the modular, those are called modules. Modulators, actually, and people shorten it to modules. But anyway, the control box and everything on here. So that's next. All right, guys, I just attached the torso like I told you, and I want to show you two things. After I put the torso on, I pulled his pants up. They have this ridge right here where you fit the pants in between. It's got a little lip here to keep them in place. An extra taut elastic, so that's nice. That'll keep those pants up and in place. You know, a lot of times when they move side to side and stuff, the pants get all wonky or fall down. But this was interesting. See how this is all wadded up right here? Underneath here is your fork that your arm sits in. And on both sides, the cloth was wound around, zip tied with foam around the fork. And it was really kind of scary to cut those zip ties off because I was scared I was going to cut the cloth. And I'm not sure at all why they did that, unless that was their way to protect these forked ends in shipping, is to use the clothes that it had. But I did not like that. It was very scary to try to cut that because it was tight as could be to cut that off without cutting his jacket. But anyway, that was two things I wanted to point out to you. So now they want me to roll these sleeves up as far as I can get them. You put K, which is the pointing finger, his right arm into this one on his right side, and then his other arm, same forks, roll the sleeves up, put it in on this side. So let me get his arms on real quick. All right, guys, I left some things undone so I could show you. Just in case, you never know. But this is what I'm talking about with the hook. Jeez Louise. I'm sorry about all this. But you see how the hook fits down in there, and each one of these on both sides of the scarecrow. Damn it. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. It's just this is aggravating when I'm trying to show you guys something that's not cooperating. There. All right. The hook just slides down in the fork, and each one has a cotter pin on the back that's already in the hook. You just take it out, and they give you 2 extras. So I left that pulled up so I could show you that sleeve. And also, the head literally just sits down in a little hole. There's no snaps. There's no screws. There's nothing. It just sits down in a little hole. And you have one half of your cord zip tied to his shoulder here, and the other half coming out of his head. And you just connect those right there. His IR sensor is right here. And mine was already connected to the box. So hopefully everybody's will. And I think throw his hat on and we might be done. So let me finish this up. All right, everybody, I tucked in, he's got a little bit of a collar here, so I tucked that cord in all the way around. His hat, man, you want to talk about a stovetop hat. I thought his hat was his vest. It was so big. It's huge. And it comes with this liner right here inside of it that has Velcro and stuff. I don't know if you're supposed to leave this in to help keep the stovetop look, because otherwise, see, it just, you know. But I took it out, so I don't know. All right, my dude is going to have some ironing. But other than that, he looks phenomenal. His pants, his jacket. I'm showing you because, you know, a lot of times they want to shorten you on the pants. And it doesn't really cover his feet and stuff. But no, this is great, guys. He looks awesome. All right. Well, I got his volume at about half. So let's look at his detail here. He is pretty phenomenal. He is pretty phenomenal. For this price point, heck yeah, all day long. All day long. Above average. I mean, this is good material. This is real material. Not that little paper thin stuff they usually put. So, all right, let's plug him in and see what he can do. All right. Here's his eyes. Come on. Uh-oh. All right, well, he does have a setting that is lights only, which I forgot to mention, and I love, because you could just stand him here like this, which I think is phenomenal. And I wish more props had that. But right now, I'm going to pause for a second and put him on motion. All right, guys, that was the problem. I had it on lights only.
Well, what do we have here? More naive visitors to this land? No visitors allowed! Turn around and go away before parts of you become permanent decorations for our house.
Now, his sleeve is falling down. That is my fault. He has Velcro. I forgot to attach it. Please disregard that. By the way, I also had him at half volume. And when I switched him to sensor, of course, he kicked on. And he was so loud at half volume, I put him a quarter turned down. So he is extremely loud if you want him to. His speaker is in the back, but it makes no difference. He is loud as can be. All right, let me activate him one more time.
You again. This is no place for the ill-willed and weak-minded. Turn back now, while you still have a chance. I always like to give them a head start before the chase.
All right, everyone, there he is, the Soul Slasher Scarecrow from Home Depot. I think he knocks it out of the park. You cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong. Well, I mean, look at that face. For the price, for what he is, all his movements. Alrighty. Nothing. I know nothing that I can say is wrong with him. Absolutely nothing. He's loud. His phrases are audible and understandable. Not muted or all garbled like some of them. His costume's phenomenal. I've got to do a little ironing, but very great, very, very good quality. Faced great, plastic, everything plastic. You don't have to worry about anything molding or getting destroyed in storage. And by the way, his box is not big at all. So not a storage concern at all. 10 out of 10 cauldrons. 10 out of 10 cauldrons. So, highly recommend picking him up. He's creepy enough. He can be in any scene. You can swap out this scythe for something else if it doesn't, suit your fancy. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Pick him up. Alrighty. Stay bubbly. Until next video.